Let's talk a little bit about the pressure dial that's located right up here on the top of the machine. The machine, as it comes from the factory, should be set at a pressure of 2. And you see the little 2 there, and these lines on either side of the 2 should be lined up with this opening that pressure dial is sitting in. And if you look on top of the dial, you can see that there is a plus and a minus sign. I don't know that you can see it real well with my camera, but there's a plus and a minus on the ends of the arrows, and that's showing you what direction to turn that dial to reduce the pressure or increase the pressure. The pressure dial actually controls the amount of pressure that the presser foot is putting on the fabric to move it through the machine. And if you look on page 18 in the manual, it talks about the pressure dial. So sometimes you want to adjust the pressure if you're sewing something very heavy and it's not moving through the machine smoothly, or if you're sewing something that's very lightweight and it's not moving through. So the manual says that if you're sewing a very light fabric, for example an organza like this, one layer of organza, and it's not moving through the machine, the manual says to loosen the pressure. I disagree with that. You need to tighten the pressure. That is, you need to put more pressure on the foot to hold the fabric more securely. So you would turn it in the direction of the plus, in a clockwise direction. If you're sewing very heavy fabrics, like something like this foam, might be difficult, or if you've got a couple layers of this, it might be too thick to move evenly through the machine. Or if you've got a thick quilt batting, several layers of batting between layers of fabric, it might not move smoothly. And in that case, the manual says to tighten the pressure. I disagree. I think you want to loosen the pressure when you have those heavier or thicker fabrics. And I think it will move through more evenly. But you need to do some trial and error to see what works best for you in your particular situation. Now, I was going to try to demonstrate what I'm talking about on the machine. Unfortunately, no matter how heavy it is, or how thick it is, or how thin it is, this machine is handling it just fine. So I'm giving you the information and you'll know what to do with it. You'll know what that pressure dial is for. So once again, since there's no indicator on the top of the machine to show you where the setting is, just know that the lines on the dial that you see in this picture, when the line is aligned with that opening, in other words, the line on the dial is aligned with the opening here in the top of the machine, that is what the pressure setting is. So when this number 2 line is aligned with the opening in the machine, your pressure is set at 2. And I hope that all makes sense.